How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be diving into the new Town Hall 18 update that literally just dropped 20 minutes ago. We'll be doing a bunch of upgrades in today's video, and on top of that, we'll do some live Legend League attacks after we're all done and finished. So yeah, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so starting off, we have to upgrade the Town Hall, obviously. So I don't want to use a book on this one because it is a little bit of a cheaper upgrade. So we're going to go with the... Yep, what's this? Okay, villager, come on. Don't want to wait and waste anyone's time here. What's this? Oh, the town hall, I guess, got destroyed. And, okay, we're going to use a book. Can I use a book of building, though? That's the question. I would like to use a book of building if I can. But I do have a book of everything. I have a bunch of them. A bunch of magic items stacked up. And also a few offers that we may or may not purchase. I'm looking at this one. This one looks pretty nice. But yeah, okay, let's go with the book of... Okay, this book of building, even though... Wait, didn't it just show book of everything for a second? Maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, let's do book of building right here. Yeah, let's go with this. Very nice. Get a 5-day boost as well. Very good. And yeah, Guardian, I'm not sure which one is going to be best. I think honestly, first impressions, Smasher, because of Root Riders. Long shots might be quite annoying for Fireball into Rocketloons for Warden charge armies, but like the Smasher itself, I think is a little bit better for, you know, ground attacks like Roots. And yeah, I've already arranged a bunch of this stuff, so let's jump into it. We'll start off with the CC upgrade, obviously. That's priority because you do get an extra spell here. So, we'll do a book of Hammer of Building. I mean, we'll do that. Let's upgrade this. Also, obviously, I've already stacked up on my medals, so we do have another Hammer of Building to buy right now, which is nice. The cooldown is off. And yeah, we can do this hero hole. Let's do that for this. And we're gonna, again, it shows a book of everything, but is that really the case? Wait a second. Why does it show? Oh, I don't have a book of building anymore, right? We can get a book of building here. That's fine. Let's do book of building on this guy. Yep, very good. Lab also have to do... I'll probably just do Hammer of Building because it's 12 days and it's a pretty expensive upgrade here. And let's do that. Very good. And yeah, Spell Factory, the what's it called? The new spell, which we will have to test out, the totem spell. I think that's going to be a really, really good one for Fireball Rocketloons. I've seen the Flame Flinger setup that I think... Was it Itsu? I think it was Itsu that mentioned it in his video, sneak peek video. So we're going to be getting that for sure. It's 19 days. So let's see. What do we use here? So I can upgrade one wall, just so that I can use a rune of elixir. So we're going to upgrade one wall. Let me know what you guys think of these walls, because I'm not sure if I'm a fan. I think it would have been quite nice if they introduced or brought back the kind of the blue theme of the level, like the old Town Hall 10 walls. I think that would have been pretty cool. It would have matched pretty well with this light or like meteor theme. Maybe they could have redesigned it a little bit, but it's a little bit plain. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think it might take a little bit of time to get used to. But here we're gonna do a rune of elixir. Right? I think that's pretty good value. And we are gonna do this. Have a lot of books of everything, so we are definitely gonna use some of those. Let's use a book of everything on this one. And we got the new spell. So let's go into the lab. I can upgrade another wall, by the way, here. We'll upgrade this one here because we're gonna place the new defense into this area. We'll upgrade the barracks just to get the meteor golems. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using them, but I'll test them out anyways. So let's go for that instead. Let's get this. And we'll go with a book of everything. That's fine. And let's get the new defense. How about this? We got the new defense. 344,000 dark. And the book of everything on that one. So very nice. Here, let's do also the merges. So we have a little bit of gold remaining here. I could just get it in this mode. Let me quickly get it, upgrade a wall, and then we'll jump right back in. Okay, so we can do 2 walls here to maximize the rune value. So let's do that. Let's upgrade some of these walls. Let's bring this to the forefront here so that we can have a look at the new design of these walls. Upgrade these 2. I mean, they look nice. Oh, they do have that little theme. I did not notice that they have that kind of not the theme, but like an animation to them. So that's quite nice, actually. That's really nice. But okay, so we're gonna merge the wizard towers, right? So we have to go into the shop. How much does it cost? Costs quite a lot. Now, one thing, like, wizard towers are really good for funneling the royal champion. That's for sure. Like, that's one way I've been using wizard towers, is just to funnel the royal champion whenever I need her to go through the bombs. But obviously, you know, having 2 wizard towers less, that's not going to be an option anymore, but we'll go with it anyways. I'm still going to upgrade. I don't really want to, you know, hold myself back from upgrading them just because of that. So let's fill this up. I don't know if I have another rune of elixir. I don't, do I? Don't think so. Let me see. Shop. Well, we don't need rune of dark or rune of elixir anyways. Yet, at least. So let's do the wizard towers. Where are they? Let's merge these. Very nice. That's 1. Again, I'll upgrade a wall, and then we'll get the rune and do another merge of the wizard tower. Okay, so we've done a wall. Let's go into the gold pass real quick, collect our gold rune of gold, whatever it's called. We'll fill this up, and we're gonna get the other merged wizard tower. Merge that into 1. Very good. And 10 days. I mean, I think we're just gonna use book of everything. Let me see how many books of everything I have left. I was gonna check 3 books of everything, which is still more than enough, I think, for now at least. We also have some hammers. Well, hammers of building we don't have anymore, but again, can go into the shop and buy some offers from there. So let's do this, and we have 2 wizard towers, level 1, and I'll probably wait on the second level. I don't think that's necessary quite yet. I think the level to this revenge tower is more important. But next up, I do want to max out my revenge tower, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I think that's gonna be worth it. Plus Dark Elixir rune. I mean, obviously I have the heroes to upgrade, but heroes are boosted as well, right? So, and you know, with the hero level upgrades being pretty insignificant nowadays, I think it's just worth to use a rune of dark on that. Oh my god, I keep misclicking. Okay, let's go. Let's use one of these, and we'll upgrade this guy to max level. Let's use another book of everything, and we have this maxed out, which is very, very nice. Now we have also the ricochet cannons, obviously. The ricochet cannons, the multi-arch towers, the multi-gear tower, and the air defenses still to upgrade. And honestly, I mean, I'm in no rush for those ones, at least. So we should be okay on that front. I'll probably just do them in my own time. And we could get some offers here. Let me see. So I did decide to go back and farm a little bit of loot to upgrade actually these defenses, these new defenses, multi-arch tower and the ricochet cannon. Maybe the multi-gear tower as well. We'll see. I do want to get into the attacks as well, but for that to happen, we do need to purchase some of these offers, or at least one. We're gonna probably just get, as I was saying, this offer, this update offer. Well, they're all called update offers, which is kind of boring. I mean, they could have come up with some names, I guess. Update mega pack, I see. But yeah, we're gonna get one of these, or two of these, I guess. And yeah, let's upgrade the merge defenses. So we got the offers. Let's quickly collect that stuff. And yeah, as I said, upgrading the ricochet cannon first up. Book of building. We do have a couple of them, I think. So very nice. I mean, looks really... I really like the design on these ones. Arch towers as well are quite nice. I think it fits the theme very, very well. And yeah, let's farm a little bit of loot and we'll upgrade the multi-arch tower as well. So this took way too long, but we finally farmed 23 mil. So let's do this. Let's do this. Very, very nice. Very nice design. I'm a big fan of that, for sure. Like, as I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of the walls, I don't think. At least not yet. But all the rest are looking very, very nice. So, yeah, let's dive into the legend hits. Also, one thing I noticed, I guess it's a bug, but the healers, I mean, they're shown to be level 11. Maybe they don't change the way they look when they're boosted. I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but they look the exact same as level 11 or level 10 healers. Not sure if it's a bug, but we'll be attacking with max level troops. So yeah, again, we'll jump right into it. Actually, before we do that, I did change my mind. I will just upgrade these troops anyways, because I do have hammers of buildings, which are going to be on cooldown. Why is... Okay, I thought it was a preview for a wizard. I'm not sure why... Yeah, okay. Never mind. So we'll do this. We'll do the healer, for sure. That should be max. And now the... Yeah, okay. Now they look okay. So I guess it was not a bug. I guess they stay the same kind of... they look the exact same if they're boosted. But once you upgrade them, they should be, you know, their new color scheme. And we are going to go into the CWL shop, buy a hammer of fighting. And yeah, wall breakers are... I mean, wall breakers are not that important at the moment because most people are not going to have maxed out walls, so can wait for those. Also, we do have minions. Yeah, we'll do minions for sure. Minions are really nice because they can provide quick cleanup. So we're going to do that with this. And yeah, I think we're done for now. I think P.E.K.K.A.s are nice also for siege barracks if you do use a siege barracks. I don't really use a siege barracks anymore with Fireball into Rocketloons, so that's not a huge priority for me. Meteor golems, still have to test it out, but for sure we'll upgrade that also. Let's just do the totem spell. I mean, we have the books and all that stuff, so we might as well just do it. We have... Oh my god, I keep going into the Guardian. Should set it to upgrade as well. We have 2 books of spells. So let's go with the first upgrade here. The second upgrade... I mean, I could go with the hammer of spells, but since I got the book, we might as well go with the book. And then we'll do the hammer, since I have the hammer, right? Nothing else to really prioritize with this. Since it's just zap, yeah, heal. So we'll go with a hammer. So yeah, very nice. Totem spell maxed out. And now we can just purely focus on the, well, the heroes, the troops, whatever. We still have this meteor golem. That's for sure another priority of mine. But yeah, very nice. All right, so today, obviously, we're not going to have any geared up defenses, which is going to make things a little bit easier for sure, So have to keep that in mind. Obviously, I will be bringing you guys more Town Hall 18 content, you know, once people upgrade their defenses a little bit. So tomorrow there should be quite a few Town Hall 18s to attack for sure. But okay, for this one, let's focus in here. Let's see. Can I get a flinger anywhere? I do see some good value at the top. Will require me to snipe this out real quick. Oh, that's not. Okay, that's better. Although now that I think about it, isn't the arch tower gonna get the? Okay, we're gonna have to adjust a little bit here. Snipe that out, hopefully. I have to be careful, man. Like, cannot underestimate these. I'll do the tome. I do want to get a flame flinger there. This looks a little bit sweet, so I'm a little bit hesitant. Okay, that's better. So that's good. Okay, it has a bunch of castles here, so just have to stay a little bit patient. Did use up all the Rocketloons, unfortunately. Do that. And I guess, I mean, the Warden looks like he's gonna go. So the Sweeper is really annoying. Oh my gosh. This Sweeper plus this Monolith is crazy annoying. We're just gonna use a bunch of spells there. Everything to make sure we keep the Warden alive. Will I need a freeze on him? I probably will need a rage on the Warden, but I kind of want to speed my heroes up through here. And let's do cleanup right here. Pop the king, poison down the minion prince and the queen, and let's start the RC very shortly here. And these wall breakers are not going where they need to, that's for sure. Quite a sloppy attack. I mean, this should not triple with the geared up defense. I mean, this flame flinger should have been. I did not realize that the flame flinger was going to be in range of the multi-arch tower. Usually it isn't at the top side. Like, I usually place it at 12 o'clock directly. But with that one, the arch tower was a little bit farther up, it seems. Yeah, so a little bit sloppy. Okay, we have really nice base for Fireball. We're gonna go for the... Where do we go for? This multi-arch tower gets the CC, so we're gonna go for that. This ricochet cannon does not get the CC, I don't think. It looks a little bit offset, as you can see. So we'll start the Warden up top, and we'll Flame Flinger. We'll see. We'll see where we want to Flame Flinger. Let's see. Is there a spot, though? Yeah, there is this right here. So you can snipe these 3 buildings out to set up the Flame Flinger on this side. For this approach, you would most likely want the Warden to go to the right after you've set up the Flame Flinger. So as soon as this air defense goes down, you'll see I'm going to place a Baby Dragon to kind of encourage him to go to the right. And for, yeah, this totem spell, I mean, where can we use it? Again, I think a good use case is for a Warden Charge, so whenever he goes into this RC section, I mean, that would be really nice, I think, to kind of distract the Royal Champion and the Ricochet Cannon at the same time. And you could also freeze on top of it to, you know, keep the totem spell alive for a little bit longer. Let's snipe this out first, though. That way we make sure that the Warden continues going where he needs to go. Also could use a totem spell. for the heroes, I guess. But we have an ice golem, so it shouldn't be as necessary. Although the RC actually did not even attack the Warden, which is nice. Just gonna place it there. That was a waste of a totem skull, to be honest. Still have not fireball. Don't ask me why I haven't. Too busy talking. Fireball. Up the king. I mean, the Warden at this point might join the heroes. Oh, no. This is why I don't do live commentary anymore. I mean, I'm not really used to it as well. I didn't even fireball, but luckily the bases are a little bit easier today, so we can afford to do that. Rage. We're gonna invis the RC as soon as she goes out of Spirit Fox cycle. Yeah, and very, very easy, obviously, without the gear tower, but the multi-gear tower wouldn't have done all that much anyway, I don't think, because you could just snipe it out like I did in that case. It wouldn't have touched the Warden at all. So, yeah, very nice. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one is one of my bases, and yeah, this is one of my bases that I built a week ago or so. There's a couple of ways that I can attack it. I could fireball the crafting station, which gets good value, but just gonna go for the fireball onto the fire spitter. And I put a couple of skeleton traps at the bottom to counter the flame flinger, because there's obvious flame flinger value at this bottom side, obviously. You can place a flame flinger pretty freely. There's 2 Teslas there as well. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go for this flame flinger value, just because I know it's not trapped. Nice advantage of facing your own bases in Legends, especially if they're trapped the exact same way. Know exactly where the traps are. This guy has probably a bunch of red bombs here. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Maybe it's not trapped the exact same way then. But as soon as this air sweeper goes down, we're gonna fireball the fire spitter, take out the CC, take out the pretty much everything. 1, 2, 3. Here's skeletons. Skeletons are, I guess, shooting the wooden light. Not the flame flinger, which is what I was hoping not happening. Snipe that out to make sure that the Warden continues onward to the left side, to the bottom side. And let's start the hero dive. Here I'm gonna have to reach the Warden very shortly as well. Yeah, oh, there is a bunch of seeking air mines here. I have to be careful. Unfortunately, I poisoned the king. So that's not the best, because I don't have the CC to do it. What am I talking about? I don't have the CC to do it. I fireballed it out. So that's fine. Did not funnel great, but we're okay. I mean, obviously the queen not going for the town hall is kind of annoying, but if we can get through that section, we can just send the queen right here for the RC. Still have a freeze, and yeah, very nice. Let's jump into the next hit. Wait, no way, I actually time failed this. Oh my god. I actually time failed. Well, GG's. Okay, we got Natchoa from Vatic. He's running this base. Flame Flinger value on the right side for sure. And can fireball out this Inferno Tower. It would not get the Crusher Mortar, which would be here, but again, I don't really care enough about this Crusher Mortar. Could also fireball the poison tower. That also gets the CC. So that gets as much value as the fireball on the Inferno. Let's scout here. Yeah, some Teslas. Maybe there's another Tesla or two. Yeah, nice. So we're gonna... Hopefully there's no traps. Now let's pay attention to the Warden. Again, I would want him to go to the left afterwards, I think. Now let's see the totem spot here. Let's do this. Not sure if that's... I mean, it's okay value. I mean, obviously a freeze would have worked just as well. Right. Maybe not the best spell against heroes, because heroes are pretty, heavy damage. Snipe this out. I'm prepared to use a freeze as well for the enemy RC. As soon as it locks onto my my Warden. If it does. It does not look like it is. You can kind of show it out right there. We'll use an invis here just to be safe. Okay, that flame flinger did not quite get as much value, but it is what it is. Have the Warden go right, and we're just gonna start the hero dive into town hall, I guess. No point in waiting any longer than that. We'll rage this up, and I try to push the Warden into the mono, I guess. Because otherwise it's just going to be shooting the Warden for way too long. And there's that. Oh, I gotta keep an eye out on the Warden. I'll pop the Queen because she is going to ability. Did I miss that freeze? No, I didn't. Rip. I thought I missed that freeze. That was really, really bad. Let's rage the Warden. Or rage the... pop the King ability. Again, this is obviously really forgiving right now. But we get the 3-star. I don't think this would go through if the Crusher Mortar was actually in place. But to be honest, if I was doing try-hard hits, I don't think I would be doing live commentary. So, yeah, very nice. Let's move on to the next one.